And up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Chiefs and the Ravens under the lights on Thursday night.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather. Andrew Mevis set to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball in just about every play. But watching him perform last week, where he threw 3 touchdown passes, still caught my eye in a big way.
It's still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week: 22 carries, 137 yards, and a score.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot. But nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On play action, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. The Chiefs had 10 and 3 on the year, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 50 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
No, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. 7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up with it.
There he goes, right side. He may go. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. KC's offense ready to take over. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes finding more on the out route for the completion. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. A run by Pacheco on second down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. An option give now to Mitchell. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Jackson's throw completed to Mechie. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Quickly out wide to Mechie. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Second and 6. To throw is Jackson. Repeated the last play, going to Mechie here. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now it's Jackson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
At the 12-yard line.
Jackson. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Mitchell. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Elijah Mitchell with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fights off the defender. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So we're at halftime here in the NFL. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Here as he's taken down. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And a short gain here as he gets it up, only to about the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. $51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Jackson now. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. Short completion, just 4 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. Rocky Sin there to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. It's taken to the 26. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively.
No, we changed it.
Here's Jackson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return will stop right around the 25. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. They're thinking as a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Out now, Andrew Nevis for the field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And now hang on here. Looks like we have an injured player. Yeah, Mark Andrews is in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Throwing is Jackson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man. One of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him. Pretty nice round number.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
And the 1st down, Chiefs.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Mahomes firing complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Now Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, here's the option. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
A 4-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 13.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes will throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
And he will have the Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Mahomes throw here into the hands of Moore. And he is out of bounds. 25 seconds to go as he does pick up a 1st.
1st down, Kansas City.
Mahomes to throw it. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. A handoff now for Pacheco. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now third down as the clock runs. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
That was a really nice run there to bring up third and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a two-touchdown game. Well, he does have a good leg. I'll give him that. But not that good.
Not by a long shot.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So the final seconds tick away.